Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with the long-awaited return of my Expanse reviews. This one is Nemesis game, which is book 5, also written by James S.A. Corey. And I gotta say, this is my favorite one yet, I think. It's a lot more personal, and I like how it focuses on all 4 members of the Rocinante instead of just Holden. So basically, the Rocinante is kind of torn apart by the end of Cybola Born. So they'll do for like long-term maintenance. And they kind of all go off in the full separate directions for this book. Amos goes back to Earth because he's going to like his friend's funeral, but he thinks that someone there has been murdered. Alex goes to Mars because he wants to get closer with his ex-wife, and he wants to visit with Bobby. And Naomi heads to Ceres Station because she finds out that her son Philip is in trouble, and Holden supervises repairs on the Rocinante, and he's also like investigating colony ships who've gone missing. So everybody in this book kind of has similar like character arcs. Most of them are about revisiting their past. I think that's a common thread, like Naomi with her ex-husband, and they all have regrets. And the only one kind of not focusing on the past is Holden in this book, because I feel like he's done that in the other books. So I like how this book kind of gives us more development on the other characters, because they've been a major part of the other novels, but we've always seen them through the eyes of Holden or other characters. We've never seen how they view the world, and that's something I actually said I wanted to see in my Cybola Born review, if you remember. So I was very pleased to get that in this book. So, like, the OPA, like, militant members of them have made the Free Navy, and they're kind of like wrecking shit on Earth, and they try to kill the Malton Prime Minister, and they try to kill Fred Johnson. And Fred Johnson, it's mentioned a few times that he's aged a lot compared to the other characters. He's aged like 10 years, but they've all aged like a couple months. I guess he's just been like stressed out a lot. And Amos, well, yeah, so they're attacking Earth, but Amos survives, and he frees Clarissa Mao because he wants her help to escape. And they escape back to Luna, and she helps him do that. And they use his like old mob friends from Baltimore. They help a lot as well, along with Close and Mel. And meanwhile, Alex meets up with Bobby, and they investigate these like Molson equipment that's gone missing. And they are like plunged into the attack, and they're trying to protect the Prime Minister of Mars. And meanwhile, Naomi is kidnapped because her ex-husband is like the leader of the Free Navy, and he's kind of brainwashed to their son. And I like whole plot because it kind of shows her regret on not being a part of her son's life. How she sees more of Marco in him than herself. It just kind of shows like we haven't really had that much development for Naomi in the first 4 books, so it was just very nice to see how flawed of a character she is as well. Because most of the time we see her through Holden's eyes, and he sees her as like the best thing ever. But in reality, she's made a lot of mistakes. But yeah, she's kidnapped by Marco, but she manages to escape because Alex, well, like she pretends like she's gonna kill herself. She pretends like she's gonna like commit suicide by pushing herself out of the airlock, but it's kind of a trick because Alex and Bobby rescue her as she falls out. It was kind of clever. That was kind of cool. So then, at the end of the book, the crew kind of reunites on the Rocinante, and it's now finished with its repairs. And Earth's kind of like a big mess, and Mars is a mess. Everybody's a mess. All 3 of the governments meet on Luna for like peace talks, and Naomi kind of opens up to Jim about Marco and her secret son and why she left. She kind of tells him everything. Which I think, you know, if they've loved these dolls so long, I feel like they should have done in the earlier books. But then again, you know, she's a flawed character. She had a lot of problems to walk through. And her husband was kind of a shitty person, like I've said. And Amos and Clarissa have gotten bombed over this novel because he's kind of had sort of a redemption arc since the end of A Bad Skate. So he wants her to stay on the Rocinante and be one of the crew members. But Holden is kind of like, no, no, she tried to kill me. But Amos insists. So I don't think they answered that. So that's probably going to be answered in the next book. Also, in the epilogue, we find out that it was the Malton Navy, or like a small faction of them, that sold the equipment to the Free Navy, and that's why they got missing. So there's like some like corruption, you know, some lobbyists still, and there's some like secret little like alien entity within the gates, and it's like consuming the colony ships, and that's kind of the cliffhanger, which is probably gonna get resolved in Babylon's Ashes. So yeah, like I said, this was a great novel. The pacing was nice. I like how we knew all the major characters beforehand. Not only the crew of the Rocinante, but also Avasarala, we Bobby, Mal. So they've kind of moved past introducing characters and they focus on the characters they've already established, which is something I liked. That's probably why I wasn't a huge fan of Cyberborn, is because like they just keep introducing so many characters and forgetting about the old characters. But I don't know. I liked Avasarala. I liked how Alex kept calling her Chrissy and how much I pissed her off. Oh, by the way, guys, I have started season 1 of The Expanse. I've actually started watching the TV show. I'm only 2 episodes in, but I like it. But anyway, that's my review for Nemesis games. I'm gonna give this a B plus. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of Nemesis games, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.